Hello friends, welcome to Big Data Testing. In the previous videos, I had explained about basics of software testing. In this video, I'm going to give an introduction about Big Data Testing. I am Ganesh Shegde, working as Senior Engineer at Kpro Solutions Private Limited. Kpro is a leading provider in data lake, cloud implementation, blockchain, IoT, data science, artificial intelligence, deep learning, and mobile application development. Here is the today's agenda. First, I will be giving an introduction to big data testing, and then I will be explaining about the differences between big data testing and database testing. Then I will explain about big data testing areas, challenges which we had faced in our past projects, and different tests performed on big data. Unlike in RDBMS system, in big data, the data flows into system from different sources like weblogs, RDBMS, sensors, streaming data, social media data, etc. To process variety of data, a robust system is required. Hadoop is a famous tool which effectively handles the problem in hand. Big data testing focuses on testing these data to prevent unwanted data to involve in decision making activities. As part of this, it checks accuracy, conformity, duplication, data quality, consistency, validity, completeness of the big data. Let us look at what are the differences between traditional database testing and big data testing. If we look at from data point of view, traditional database testing deals with structured data, whereas big data testing deals with structured as well as unstructured data. Testing approach is well defined and time tested in database testing since it is there from long time, whereas big data testing still it is new and requires R&D efforts. Data sampling in case of database testing is easily done, but in big data testing it is challenging. If we see from infrastructure point of view, creating test environment is easy in database testing. It can be even created on local workstation or laptop. But in big data testing, creating a cluster is difficult because skilled resources are required to maintain that, and constantly someone should monitor the jobs and resources. In database testing, validation tools are readily available since it is there from long time, but in big data testing it is not available, even though some are available, but they are not scalable with the data. Let us look at different test area in big data. Generally, there are three major areas: data staging, Spark or MR, and output validation. In data staging area, the data comes and stored in some location of HDFS. This data will be different coming from different sources like weblogs, social media, RDBMS, etc. Validating these types of data and the location where they are stored will be covered in data staging area. In Spark and or MR, the actual business logics are implemented for processing. So ensuring whether all the requirements are implemented is important. And finally, in the output validation, the data output from Spark and MR are validated, and they are checked whether the requirements are properly followed or not. Let us see the challenges which we had faced in our past project. If we see the test environment, it had been always less likely to have production kind of cluster for testing. Even if it is there, it was not properly maintained. The Hadoop administrators were always busy with the production issue fix. Coming to the resources, since big data is still developing technology, getting a right resource for the right job had been always difficult. Understanding the design domain along with the business requirement for the resource coming from application testing background in short time was challenging, and it used to take lots of time. Every time the build is given to testing, the time was not enough for regression testing along with testing the new features. And the HQLs developed by testers were running for longer time, and it used to hamper other activities on the cluster. So these are the some of the challenges which we had faced in our past project. These are some of the testing performed on big data. Big data ecosystem testing. Here, the ecosystem members like MapReduce, Scoop, Pig, etc. Are validated for their operations. Big data extraction testing concentrates on extraction part of the jobs. Transformation testing validates whether the business logics were actually implemented or not. Migration testing, if there are data migration activities, then source and target data are validated for its correctness. Visualization testing involved in uh, uh, the data visualization in BI tool. Non-functional testing concentrates on performance testing and security testing in the cluster. Let me quickly summarize what are the topics covered as part of this video. In the beginning, I had given introduction to the big data testing, and then I differentiated between big data testing and database testing. Then we have seen big data testing area and the challenges which we had faced in our project. Then we have seen different tests performed on big data. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, I will be explaining about Hive and understanding the data flow in Hive and the validation of data processed by Hive's system. Kindly provide your valuable feedback as a comment, and let us know if you want us to make any video of or any issues which you are facing in your project. You may write us at feedback@kpro.co.in. Please visit our YouTube channels to learn different technologies like blockchain, cloud, data science, etc. You may follow us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter to get latest update. Thank you very much. Let's keep learning.